Guys, I need Botox so bad. Look at these wrinkles on my forehead. They're so deep. Literally so deep. I just put my mascara on, so of course I was all like, I need Botox. Anyway, today I am wrapping up my 28th week, so I am going to the doctor to do my glucose test, and I'm choosing the orange drink. Everybody told me to pick the orange one. I'm not really weird about it. Most people are like, oh my gosh, it's so disgusting, but it is what it is. I'll drink a little drink, and yeah, hopefully all is well. I'm sure it is, but I know with gestational diabetes, you absolutely never know. So again, it is what it is. So on my way to do that, and then I am going to talk to my doctor about what they allow as far as the whole birthing process. The past couple weeks I've been full-blown into birth planning. I do plan on having a natural birth. Again, more than likely this is going to be my only pregnancy. Let's hope not, but I really want to enjoy it from the beginning to the end. I've been through a lot, and I just want to go through, I just honestly want to feel the whole thing. I want to go through the whole thing. I want to be connected to the whole thing. So I just want to find out like what they do allow, what they don't allow. You know, do you have to strictly birth on your back? Do they allow different positions? Do they allow you to walk the halls and be around the room, or do they make you stay in the bed? Do they allow you to labor in water? You know, everything like that. So I have so many questions. So I'm going to talk to the doctor about that today, so I can really come up with a strict birth plan for myself and really stick to it and go ahead and start my breathing techniques and have a set plan. Now, I obviously know that birth doesn't always go as planned, and you can have an emergency C-section, or you know, you might not dilate and you've been in labor for 24 hours and you're going to need that epidural because your body's absolutely exhausted. So I obviously know that all of that stuff can happen, but going into it, I think everybody needs some sort of a plan. So again, I'm going to figure out what my plan is and really try to stick to it the best I can, and try to learn techniques and ways to get through contractions. And Ashton's going to learn, you know, ways to help me through everything. So I'm excited for today's appointment, and let's see how it goes. But my doctor's appointment is done. I am currently sitting in the McDonald's parking lot because it is 10:27, and I'm waiting for 10:30 so I can get a fish fillet meal. The breakfast, I mean, I like McDonald's breakfast, but like I'm trying to have a fish fillet meal. So just hanging out, waiting a couple minutes so I can cop that up because I'm starving. I did end up fasting for my sugar test. It was in the morning anyway, but I'm a huge breakfast person, so that was kind of tough. So can't wait for my fish fillet. I did talk to my doctor about all my birthing options and all that good stuff, and she said that I am able to labor in water if I want. They don't necessarily do water births there unless you're with a midwife. I don't have a midwife currently, and I'm not going to pick one up at this point, being almost 29 weeks pregnant. I love my doctor and I want to stick with her. So, but they do allow you to labor in the water, and they allow you to use the yoga ball or the peanut ball and, you know, move around as you please around the room, and, you know, in all different positions, whatever works for you to make your labor go smoothly, because she's like, you know, when it's time to push, like, I need all your energy. So do what makes you comfortable. She's like, you know, we're not going to strap you to the bed and make you stay in the bed like some hospitals do. She did tell me though that she would prefer me to push on my back when it is time. Again, I've been doing a lot of research, and I wasn't necessarily going for that. I was going to go for more of the on the all fours or leaning on a yoga ball style pushing was going to be my plan. But she had said that she's seen a lot of tears like that, and, you know, even on your back, like, you can't, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But she is way more comfortable with her people pushing on their back. So, I mean, I'm completely okay with that, as long as I'm able to labor around as I please, and I'm able to get in the water to help the contractions, which with the whole natural birth plan, then I am really content with that. I'm really happy with that. So super happy that I got to ask those questions. Also, they do let you do like a liquid diet while you're in labor, so I can at least get some sort of sugar intake, because I always have had hypoglycemia issues since I was like 14 or 15, where my sugar drops if I don't eat every couple hours. So I was really concerned about that, because so many people say you can't eat during labor, and obviously depending on how long that is, I was really nervous that like, what am I gonna do? My sugar's gonna drop. I'm literally gonna have no energy. I'm gonna pass out. This is gonna be so bad. But yeah, absolutely, you can have clear liquids, you'll be okay. So anyway, it was a good talk. I feel much more comfortable going into it now. I can really focus on a birth plan and have a set plan for when I go in, have a set plan for Ashton when we go in, so he knows exactly what my plan is, and to really push me to stick to that plan, as long as obviously the baby and I are doing well. So yeah, that is set. So I'm getting really excited for labor. I know I am almost just 29 weeks. Obviously I want her to stay in there, but I am just getting really anxious. I'm getting really excited. I know I'm gonna be nervous. I know I'm gonna be scared as soon as I walk in there, but I think like once I get hooked up and everything gets going, I'll get in my element, I'll get in my own head, and I'll do my thing. And I'm just, yeah, I'm really excited for it. And I hope it doesn't come too soon, obviously, but I'm fired up. And I also, I mean, my plan also as well is I'm gonna start trying to do things to induce myself, starting at like week 36, 37. My doctor does plan on inducing me around week 39 if I don't go into labor by myself. And I've just read horror stories about Pitocin and how it really makes your contractions a million times stronger. And me wanting to do a natural birth, I want my body to do its own thing and contract on its own, and I definitely don't want those contractions to be absolutely insane or stronger than they have to be with the Pitocin. So I'm gonna really try to force myself into labor prior to that. And you know, they say like to eat dates, and there's raspberry leaf tea, and you know, squats and stairs and some yoga ball exercises you can do. So again, I'm gonna continue to look that stuff up and prepare myself just so I know what I'm doing going into it. The sun is coming out, which I love. Also, my doctor had stated that, you know, COVID times, things are changing every 2 days basically, but they just changed it to where you have to wear a mask. When the doctors and the nurses are in your room, you and your partner have to wear a mask. So that includes when I'm laboring and pushing. I didn't want to hear that. I truly did not want to hear that. I know that stuff is hard enough already, so just thinking, I mean, I personally, now that my lungs are being compressed a little bit from the baby, I feel like on certain days it's harder to breathe in a regular mask anyway, and I hate to say that because I know there's like, you know, pregnant nurses and doctors out there that are working 12 hours a day without getting a break from their mask. But I just can't imagine like laboring and pushing out a child wearing a mask. So I'm hoping by the time the end of March rolls around that, you know, people are getting their vaccines and the rules change a little bit, because holy cow, the thought process of that is kind of scary to me. But nothing I'm going to stress about. It is what it is. Again, I am just really fired up about it. I'm really anxious for it, and I'm really excited about it. Alright guys, so about my choleostasis last time, before I forget that I had talked about with all my itching and such, I still am extremely itchy, not nearly as bad as I was, which is super nice for me because it was literally driving me nuts, but all my labs came back normal, so no choleostasis, which is a huge thing because I definitely was nervous about it. So alright guys, so I had just left a friend's house to meet her little nugget for the first time. He's about 6 weeks old. Anyway, that was super fun. But I got a call from my doctor about my glucose test, and I failed. Don't know how I failed, but I failed. I know with the 1 hour you don't necessarily have to fast, but you need to eat something basic like eggs or something, you know, no sugar, no carbs. Mine was at 9 a.m. so I didn't even bother eating, and I hadn't eaten since the night before, so I had fasted technically for about 14 hours. I think she said my sugar was 164 and they want it under 130. So yeah, I now have to go for the 3-hour glucose test in a week, and we'll see if that actually, you know, says anything as far as if I do have the gestational diabetes. After doing some research on it, you know, it doesn't discriminate. Anybody can get it, but there are risk factors, and, you know, if you meet certain criteria, it can heighten your risk of having it. I basically meet none of that criteria. I've never been overweight. I haven't gained a lot of weight during this pregnancy. I'm almost to week 29 here, and I've only put on 14 pounds. I haven't put on any weight in the past 2 weeks at all, and I eat healthy for the most part. I always have. And so yeah, I don't know, very bizarre, but again, it doesn't discriminate. You know, some doctors don't necessarily know why some people get it, some people don't, but it is what it is. Not a, you know, a huge thing, nothing that we can't deal with if that is the case that I actually have it. So we'll keep you updated on that. All right, guys, so it is Sunday afternoon. I haven't even gotten ready today. Ashton hasn't gotten ready today. We've been pretty chill and relaxed. I've been making myself relax a little bit more on the weekends, just due to me not sleeping during the week. I've had really bad pregnancy insomnia, so I've been sleeping like a max of 6 hours a night. A lot of nights are like 4 to 5 hours. So I obviously know that my body needs time to sleep and rest so baby can grow and she can sleep and rest. So lazy Sunday. I did obviously tell you guys about my possible gestational diabetes earlier in the video. So last night we did get Pizza Hut as like a last little cheat, just in case I do have it. My test coming up this Friday will determine whether or not I do have it. But again, I do eat really good 90% of the time. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are all healthy meals that I do eat. And then obviously I'll have, you know, little snacks or run through McDonald's, like I got a fish fillet the other day. But yeah, I did want to hop on the train of being extra healthy, just in case, for good measure. I do want to make sure I'm doing everything I possibly can to make the pregnancy go smoothly and also do what's best for me and my girl. So this afternoon we are cooking some kebabs. So we have some mushrooms, some pineapple, and some chicken here, some green pepper and onion. So we're gonna get those on some kebabs, slap them on the grill, have that for lunch, and then I will take that for my lunch tomorrow on Monday as well, and Ashton will take that tonight. So just want to show you guys a little bit of, I guess, what I'm doing to help myself in case I do have the gestational diabetes. There's no way around it. Again, anybody can get it. It is what it is. But I do want to get a head start on doing the absolute best I can. So this is what I live in every day, no matter whether it's the weekend or when I get home from work. I put on one of Ashton's t-shirts, and then I always am in like a cheeky pair of underwear. So don't be showing up to my house unless you let me know, or you're going to be seeing this. It's the most comfortable. I've actually been wearing this like before I was pregnant, just because, again, it is the most comfortable for me, but especially since being pregnant, I hate anything touching my belly. So as soon as I can get my work clothes off or normal clothes off, it's like taking it off. And when I sit down, I literally always sit with my shirt up so nothing is touching my belly. I've had some weird sensory issues within the past like 2 years, I would say, and being pregnant, that is definitely one of them that's coming out, as I don't want anything touching my belly. So that's that. And then in week 28, Ashton is just getting sweeter and sweeter by the moment. He loves his girl. He uses my little belly button as a microphone when he talks to her. So he talks to her before work, you know, after work, whenever we do see each other, which is rare after work because of our schedules. But he will talk to her before work and multiple times on the weekend, and he'll always talk to her in my belly button as if that helps. And since she's moving so much now, he started this new thing to where he'll tell her, knock twice if you can hear me. This is your father speaking. Knock twice if you can hear me. And, you know, he talks to her about the dogs and where she's going to sleep when she's here and how he's going to wrap her up like a burrito, and tells her about the chickens and the turkeys. And if you're looking for Milo, just look for the fat pig. So, you know, just telling her about how it's going to be on the outside, which I just think is so sweet. He can't wait to meet her. He's just so excited. And of course, I'm super excited. So it is 4 o'clock on Sunday, and I'm looking good. And I've taken 3 naps today. I don't know. I've just felt really tired. And then after I cut up the onions, which that's probably only the 4th time I've ever cut an onion, I felt like extremely nauseous and just like, ugh. I'm not a fan of onions. I can do cooked onions or onion rings, but for some reason, like, that really got to me and down with the sickness. But yeah, that was my 3rd nap of the day. I did wake up at 5 a.m. for whatever reason. 3rd nap. Kind of unnecessary. But here's my bump going into 29 weeks. I am actually 29 weeks today, so I did want to film this video kind of being at the end, or kind of like a wrap up of my 28-week experience. But yep, this is what I'm looking like at 29 weeks. I think my bump is finally rounding out a little bit more. She's definitely very much still carrying low. When I did have my appointment on Friday, she's still head down. She's been head down from the get-go, which I'm great with. She's ready, obviously. But I feel like it's kind of finally coming up a little bit more, and it's not just so at the bottom so much. She's very much moving like crazy. She's pushing her butt over to this side like so many times a day, and I just get this bulge over here, which I don't mind. I mean, it doesn't hurt me at all. It's kind of cute how she's constantly putting her little butt over here, so I make sure to always rub her butt. But yeah, this is what we are looking like. So thank you guys for coming back to my YouTube channel and giving it a watch and watching my 28-week update. I will keep you guys updated on my blood sugar test that I have coming up this next Friday. I have the 3-hour one for the possible gestational diabetes, so I will keep you guys updated on that, and then of course just keep you guys updated as I go. Again, pregnancy has been very smooth for me, so I've been super lucky and super grateful for that. You know, just normal pregnancy stuff. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Comment if you have any questions, or you know, maybe any advice about gestational diabetes, just in case I do end up having that. I obviously have not been diagnosed, but I'm just going into the mindset that I do have it, just in case, you know, just to be on the safe side, just to make sure I'm doing everything right leading up to Friday. And I will see you guys very soon. Thanks so much for watching.